everyone, thanks for joining me here today at PowerModz. We're in dire need of a clutch kit on this XMR 1000. I can smell the belt burning all the time with it, and you know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's in low when we're playing in the mud, but it's just not clutched right. We're also putting bigger tires on it, so we went with the DALTON clutch kit. I use their products and everything. We just installed one of their kits in our Brute, and it is an animal right now. Stands up on the back end. It is pretty fun. This kit comes with a secondary and a primary spring, 3 weights that you replace out of the 6 that I believe are on there, and there's some little weights. Now they tell you exactly how to set these up for the application. Like I said, we're going with 30-inch tires. There are instructions that come with this kit, and boy, you're going to want to look at them, you're going to want to watch them, and it's pretty hard to find info online about how to exactly do this. It seems that a lot of things are different when it comes to different bikes. One thing here, you guys don't need me to tell you how to take a cover off. You pop the cover off, you got to get the belt off, and all you do is you thread a 75 millimeter long M8 bolt into there to spread the sheaves on the secondary, and the belt pops right out. Inside the primary clutch bolt here, there's a little set screw, and it is really tight. We had to add heat to it because there's Loctite on it. If the dealer has done any work before they gave you the bike, I think there was a recall on some of this, they had put some Loctite on it, so you have to get in there and heat that up or it will not come off. You're gonna bust something. It did come out with this impact as soon as we did put heat to that, and we didn't show you on cam just because we were sort of playing around with it and didn't really know what we were doing at the start, but we figured it out. You just back that off. Heck, you know what, I'm gonna take it right out. And it's kind of the opposite of what I usually think. Actually, I'm going to put it in because I don't want to lose that. It's kind of the opposite of what I think it would usually be, because usually you loosen the nut on the outside first, but not the case for this. We've put a strap around this because we don't have a clutch holder. Well, that comes out rather easily, actually. That was pretty fun. Keep that handy. But you hold that primary clutch cover because it's going to come off. You know what I'm also going to do? I am going to just put a clocking mark there, and up the back side of that. And we'll do the same with the secondary when we get it off. Bam. That's a goofy little spring that's on it. And this is the awesome spring that's going back in there. DALTON, they tell you exactly how you need to set these up for our elevation and how to install these rivets. These rivets are the ones for our elevation, our tire size. You sort of just make sure they're all going in the same direction on each one of these weights. Slip it in and press it down, and it really doesn't take very much to do this. You can use a shop vise. We just don't have our shop vise set up yet. That's it. Bam. I'm just sort of moving this until I notice it doesn't really move anymore. Grab an extra little one. That's it. You want to take this cover off nice and flat because there are little pucks in there, and they'll sort of fall out. You don't want them to fall out, you just want them to stay just like that. And we also marked our alignment marks on there so we know exactly where they're going to go. Now this clutch only has about 70 kilometers on it, so she's still nice and tidy. If it was in bad shape, you'd want to come in here and clean this all up. We've been doing a lot in here in the last few days on the Brute Force and on this Can-Am, so she's a little messy. Don't mind my dirty house. Did I get that on?
Yep.
Yep. Push that there. Push that there. Little tiny washers got to go in there. Bam. I can tell you I'm pretty excited because we just installed the Dalton clutch kit on our brute force and it is freaking amazing. So I can't wait to see what it's going to be like on this beast. I know I'm going to be pretty happy. And that's that. One of those. Put this on. All right, get on there. And these are all just normal tightening and loosening. There's no reverse thread on any of this stuff. It's very important that these are really torqued to the proper specs. Gonna go back to that. We'll wrap our strap around it and crank that down to where it's got to go, and then we'll hit that lock nut up, the lock stud or whatever that is, with some Loctite. Yes.